Hi, Lie Detector Guy here, or you can call me John. Today we tested a lady for her husband, and it turned out she was a cheating spouse, just like he suspected. He even had loads of evidence he told us about later. In the post-test interview, more was discussed, then he had us test her again for further details to make sure that her confession was real. So they're on the road to recovery. But then they said, we did go to another examiner yesterday who passed her and even used the words with flying colors. How could that be? Well, we didn't use the same questions. There's two ways that in this case that this examiner is known for flubbing, and so are other examiners. One of them is questions too long. The client gets to write those questions, and the examinee hears about them prior to the test. That way there's no failing due to shock, surprise, or confusion. But when we ask it during the test, since they already know the question, by the second or third word, their body starts reacting. And sometimes, if that question is too long, their body has reacted and is done reacting before the question is over. When the question ends, that's when the examiner keys, question ended, person answering now. And all the computer knows is there was no big reaction once they answered. But there really was one. It was just before he answered. The federal examiners only use hand scoring, and that's part of the problem. If it had been hand scored, right from the time the question was being asked, the person would have failed. So what we did when he brought in the questions, we told him, these are way too long. They're about 35 words long. And much better results if it's 20 words or under. So we got rid of a lot of useless words that he threw in, such as, is it true, and including our dating years, and blah, blah, blah. So that's why one examiner with a lot of experience testing federal style got the truth, where an examiner that doesn't know what they're doing or a part-timer, they make mistakes that could affect the life like that.